So here we are. I shot Sunday morning coffee. I actually went outside to shoot it. It's beautiful outside. Let me see, it's 10:30 p.m. Sunday night. I'm trying to load that segment since 10 o'clock this morning, so just over 12 hours I've been dealing with it. Well, not constantly. We left from, what was it, 11, about 12:30. We went on an adventure today. Anyhow, it's not loading. I've tried 4 times to load the video. I can probably take the raw footage, resave it on the computer, and go through all that shit. I'm fucking done with it. So, this is number 83. This is the first one I didn't get out, if not the AM, the early PM. It just is. I'd be all apologetic and shit, but you know, I've got a handful of folks that watch this, and I'm grateful for it. You know, I'm not of any grand status in the YouTube world. I'm not bitching. I'm not bitching. I'm grateful for every single viewer, subscriber I get. Let's start there. Let's start there today. This is Sunday night, shooting Sunday morning coffee again. We're up and around 450 subscribers, and that is monumentous to me, huge to me. And I gotta say, it's in no small part to Kenny, the Street Rodder Miller. I know that he's turned a lot of eyes this way, and if you're one of the few viewers that aren't subscribed to him on my channel, go check him out. He's such an amazing guy. He's just good people, and he wanders around shooting these car shows and doing amazing footage and amazing camera work with very rudimentary equipment. Josh McDivitt, he hollered out at me last week. He finally got out in the shop and shot some video. I understand he's going through some topsy-turvy moments with his shop. He's good. He's damn good. So if you guys have your druthers, go check him out. If you're in Iowa and you don't bring your Hot Rod Custom or Classic down to us, look McDivitt's Customs up. Or McDivitt's Custom Cars. Check him out. If I can't be your first choice, I'd be proud to lose out to Josh. What else? We got house guests. Trying to give someone a leg up. Here's the thing. Nobody likes a fucking victim. And there are people out there that play professional victim their whole lives. If something's fucked up, whether it's your fault or not, it's your problem. Fix it. It's really that simple. It's just not that big of a deal. Life is really that easy. There's a lot of things going on that are wrong in my existence that I take care of. I deal with as I can, and we move on. But these folks are, for all intent and purpose, professional victims. And it's depressing. You know, they come here with all these horror stories and just kind of needing a leg up, needing that honest effort. They didn't need the honest effort. They didn't need the leg up. And they come here giving stories of how everybody's leaning on them and reaching in their pockets. We didn't want. So out they go. It's just facts of life. I ain't even mad at them. I feel for the folks, because they're out there right now telling anybody they can find how bad of people we are here at this household. Better than 2 months without really much asking for anything, because we're that terrible of folks. Alright, moving on. C10. We get to put the tailgate in it next week. That's about it. That's about all that's left. We'll give it another polish because, well, we can, and we really like J-Town Auto. Go check out Trevor if you get the chance to. He can build some badass machines. Plugging lots of folks tonight, which is, such as, dear, lordy. Let me see here. Another one I gotta tip my hat to. There's a group, there's a small handful of folks that I really do try to catch most of videos. There's a larger group that I try to catch at least topical or just pop in every now and again to see what's going on. It's not that I dislike anybody. It's not that I look down my nose at anybody. I'm just people. But I only have so much time. Now that I got my house back, I can, sit out here and work at night and not disturb other folks. The folks that are supposed to be here. No, I saw one this weekend from Pete about customers and all that shit. And that brought an interesting subject to mind, especially coupled with the professional victims. I get it. I don't get it as often, but then again, I don't get out. I'm at the shop or I'm at home. That's really my life. It just is. I'm not a social butterfly. I want to do my job. I want to go home and I want to relax or take care of my household. Neither of which I've done lately. Dog making stupid noises, being a jerk. He's doing good. He's actually been back to work with me. But anyhow, I get occasionally people, you got your own shop? Wow, man. It's amazing being your own boss. And they get this glaze like I'm some kind of loaded dude. I'm rolling in it. And neither one of those facts are true. I'm not really my own boss, and I'm certainly not rolling in it. When you're self-employed, like right now, I have as many as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bosses. I think we got about 7 projects in various stages. Big projects, little projects, long-term projects, shorter-term projects, so forth and so on. 7 bosses. They all want your undivided attention. They all want you working on their shit right now. They all want their shit yesterday. Every one of them. I don't have one boss. I don't have one person to answer to. I have a myriad of people to answer to, and the worst part is, in most cases in your profession, if it's your boss, they have an idea of what you're doing, how you're going about it, and how you're doing it, how much time it should take. Very few, if any, of my bosses, you get the rare gem. Very few of my bosses understand how much time this takes. There you are. Okay, 68 Chevelle, I got footage, it's coming up. 72 C10, I got footage, it's coming up. I'm actually working on it right now. I'm saving a video file as I speak. 66 Chevelle, I gotta get grinding on it. 68 Chevelle, I'm very concerned about. Derek's a great guy. What he's doing is commendable. I dig his vision and scope. There's so much metal work to be done on this car. My scope of impact of what I'm doing on his car, I'm doing a lot of metal work. I straightened out a lot of stuff, fixed a lot of stuff, and I'm going through and basically this side isn't quite right, so I have to duplicate that incorrectness on the other side because so much metal's being replaced and so much was replaced before me. I shorted up. The best thing would have been to cut it all up, start over, but it's not feasible in subjects of budget and time. We do what we can. You have to build to the budget. That's all you can do. You start going outside of that, and you're not helping anybody, let alone yourself. You go bankrupt, you go hungry, you go homeless. I've just about put myself there enough times. I know that discourse. But we're pulling it together. I'm very concerned that once I'm done, I'm going to have that much metal work to do all over again in other aspects, places, and things on this car. It's going to be a long haul. You guys will see it. You guys can watch it. We're just trying to do the guy solid, where everybody else is just jerked him around. 66 Chevelle is going to be a sweet little deal. A sweet treat for the shop. Some construction stuff, man baskets and truss jib. We got stuff going on. We're working on balancing the cash flow aspects. An issue with what a would-be boss. Here's another aspect to think about. If that dime you're making costs you $0.25 to make it, send it down the road. It's not worth your while, not worth your time, not worth your effort. Had a customer wanted me to do basically $1,000 worth of work for $300. If the $1,000 worth of work was nothing more than prepping and spraying, yeah, some wiggle room there, maybe. A lot of body work involved. I had 2 panels that were dented. One was crushed fairly well, the other one was minor. Anyhow, he got pissy with me and actually started talking down to me and trying to be insulting. So I wished him very well and sent him down the road with my best wishes and hopes and so forth. I'm not going to get pissy with people like that. Getting mad at them is what they want. They want the argument. So you shake their hand and smile at them genuinely as a friend. Inform them that you can't perform the function they wish to have done. They should probably seek other professional help. Goodness, what else? It's really, we're really rolling in on it. Not a lot, not a big drama week. Like I said, we took off from here today and we went out. I live in Iowa. Madison County is just the south and west of us. So we went out to Madison County and saw a couple of the covered bridges. Lived here my whole fucking life. I've lived in Polk County, Iowa my whole life, and I've never seen a covered bridge. So we took the kids out to see some covered bridges, which was a good time. Tomorrow I'll be back on the grind. I got about 10.5 of brick to unload from the shop truck. And I'll take that in and we'll get the tanks, throw it up in there and go fill them up because we need gas to weld with. I'm going to get on the grind and see if I can't pull us in some spot work this week to get cash flow moving. That's a big one right now, is keeping the balance, keeping momentum forward. Monte Carlo is in its death throes, man. We're there. Owner's got our supplies with some hinges because we got into trying to repin the hinges and the frames were damaged bad enough it wasn't worth trying to straighten out and get into. Once you tweak one of those hinges, they're just never quite right again, So we're trying hard to do things by the number, do things by the process, refine our process, and put out the best we can possibly put out. We're never satisfied with what we put out yesterday because tomorrow will look so much nicer. But, yeah. Be upgrading a few pieces of hardware around the shop. Like I said, folks, we're just grinding away. I'll let you back to your weekend. Thanks so much for stopping by. I apologize for being late this Sunday. It was a weird go. I don't know why the footage didn't want to load. It'd get up to 41%, cut off. Next thing I know, it's taken, it says it's going to take 300 minutes to download. We'll see if this one does any better. We'll chat with you soon. Take care.